Hello, stitching friends. My name is Natalie from Natalie Stitching Studio. This is Flosstube number 6. I hope I find you well. Today we're going to talk about cross stitch, slow stitching, sewing, and knitting. So it's going to be mini crafts in this video. As always, if you like, please like and subscribe, and I'm very happy to read all of your comments each time. So let's begin with cross stitching, with stitching. The first project I want to talk about is not my project. It's a project from I participated early this summer to Canada Swap, which is organized by Karen from the Stitching Owl, and you were asked to make a piece in a season of your choice, and you were receiving a piece from somebody else that was considering your the season you preferred. So the project I received was by Luminea in I think she's from British Columbia. So she sent me this beautiful card made by a local artist of her. So I received a nice card, and the project she made me is this one. Look at this. She's so cute with the bee and the bee's cap. And she can stand, so that's very nice. I can put her somewhere with my other standing pieces. And this is a piece from, like I said, Luminea. Her handle on Instagram is Forest Grown Crafts, and the pattern is by the Laurel's Witch. I'll put all the information in the description box. So I think she's called the bee's gnome or something like that. Yeah, thank you so much, Luminea. It's a beautiful I really enjoy it. So this is my first project I wanted to show you. I didn't have enough as much time as I wished to stitch this month, because I was doing a lot of sewing for my wardrobe. So I have three WIPS to show you this week. So the first project I worked on is Fanny Collins. Fanny Collins is from Fox and Rabbit. I'll show you the picture. Here it is. The beautiful Fanny Collins 1853 by Fox and Rabbit. I'll make it closer. So I was working on the top part, and I made some of the eyelets. The alphabet is made in eyelets, and I found it really, really fun to work on. So I did some letters on that alphabet. So I hope you can see they're all little eyelets. It takes a little bit longer to make, but I enjoy it so much. It's very fun. It's very nice to see it coming through each letter at a time. I really like it. It's on cream and sugar. Let me check. Yes, it's on 36 count cream and sugar by Fiber on a Whim, and I'm using the 103 that are here. Here are the colors, all the called for this piece. So this is my progress this month on Fanny Collins. Then, like I showed you last time, I'm working on another drum, and this one is by Blackbird Fabrics. It's called Songbird Whistle, and this is the This is the picture. I think there's another one too. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's another picture here. So you see the other side of the drum. So this is songbird whistle. It sits in this bag that I made last year. And it's on 32 count parchment by WIPS, but it's 1/2 even on 32 count. But I find that the filling is still well, it's still the stitches are, we can see the stitches even if it's just 1 thread over 2 in DMCs. I say DMCs, no, sorry, it's WIPS except for one color, Pelican Gray. I changed it for DMC 3787. So this is my progress. I finished the little peacock here and did the bowl, the fruit bowl. I really enjoy the colors of this piece. I'll show you the threads. Here we are. No, this is not the thread. I want to do them justice. So as you know, Blackbird has very, very nice colors. Not many threads, not many colors, but very, very beautiful. Really enjoying working on this and can't wait to put it with my other drums. So this is Songbird Whistle by Blackbird Design. Then the other chart I worked on is Ducks in the Orchard. Like you know, I really, really like this chart. I'm working with a lighter color though, fabric, lighter fabric. So I had to change some of the colors I used because it was ghostly a little bit with the threads I had. So here is my progress on this one, on Ducks in the Orchard. So I made quite a few letters and started on the roof and made the keys. And as you can see, it's hard to see the flowers here and here, but I changed the colors. For here is a more the pink is showing a little bit more, so I'm quite happy with the change of colors. And here are the alphabet and the roof, and I really like the roof because it's like a rhythm, you know. You make 3 stitch, you pass 2, you make 3, you pass 2, so it's always the same, so it goes very fast. And this one is done on 36 count Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim. And it's yeah, I use the called for threads, which are here. It's there's many threads in this chart. Oops. Some weak dye works, some classic color works, and the Simply Shaker, the gentle art. So here are all the threads, all the beautiful threads, the beautiful colors. I can show you maybe on the fabric. Here we go. So these are the colors used for this chart. It's a chart I didn't know about, and really, really glad I found it because I've never seen anybody. I saw Jordan, the tattooed stitcher, worked on it, but it's the only person I saw working on it. So it's a beautiful chart, and I really enjoy myself working on this. So this is, whoops, sorry. Yeah. This is all the cross stitch I had for this month. I made, like I said, I did some slow stitching, and then after that I went with the sewing because I wanted to have some new clothes for the fall. So with my slow stitch, what I did this month is I decided to make a cloth that I gonna change to have probably a zipper pouch or an envelope. I want to make an envelope and put all the cards that my friends give me, and to have them all in one place. So I decided to make a patchwork fabric, which is this. It's all stitched by hand. I hope you can see it all. And it's all with little scraps of fabric that I have, that I reuse. And I place them randomly. It's all squares and rectangles. And when I'm finished, because I have it's quite a big piece of it was part of the pillowcase. So I did use this because it's 100% cotton. So I decided to use it. And when I'm finished to put my patchwork all on it, I'm gonna decide if I make a zippered pouch or if I'm going to make an envelope. Probably a zippered pouch because it's a big piece, so probably I'll have another one sorry, for an envelope. I'm sorry. And the other thing I did with my slow stitching, I decided to, well, it's a bit an in-between between sewing and slow stitching. So I decided to piece together with my sewing machine some scraps of fabric like that, as almost the same as my slow stitching, my patchwork that I do by hand, but this one is done with my machine. The patchwork is done with the machine. I did some stitching here and here, and I made that into a little needle book. Here is the ribbon to put around, and inside there's this little front panel with little pockets here. You can put a pencil or something like that, and then you open it and you have this wool fabric. No, it's not wool fabric, sorry, it's felt, it's batting for quilting. So I decided to put some batting for the thread catcher, and then here you can put your needles on here, and you still have a little pouches here to put your threads or anything that you like, maybe even scissors, so you have a bigger pouch here. So I decided to make two because you know, I like those little objects, and I saw this on really quick. I couldn't figure, I don't know who showed something similar, because I tend to flip through really fast, and I see ideas, and sometimes the ideas come back, and so sorry about that. So I see pictures of everything, and sometimes the idea come back to me, and so I don't know who had done something similar on Instagram, but I decided to make two needle books for myself and probably for a friend. So here's the other one. It's made on the same pattern. So you have the little patchwork here on the outside, and then you have the front panel here. You open it and you have a pocket here. You have the batting here to put the threads, and then you have somewhere to put your needles, and you have another bucket here. So this is the project I decided to make. You know, when you sometimes we search for things. Well, I'm like that. Sometimes I don't want to pick something that I already started, and want to make something new. And this is what I decided to do this time. So these two little needle book. Really enjoy making it. I love seeing all those colors together. I'm a fan of patchwork. Really like it. So this is what I did with my slow stitching this month. Here we go. And then we're heading to sewing. So like I said, I did a lot of sewing this month. I needed some staple pieces, and you know, I needed some day-to-day friendly t-shirt and things like that. So last year I made this shirt. I'm gonna show it to you because I have another one made this month. So this is one of the t-shirt that I made last year. It's from a pattern. It's a McCall's pattern. It's from a dress pattern that I decided to cut at my WIPS so I could make different t-shirts. So you can make long sleeve, short sleeves, or no sleeves at all. And I just decided to fold the pattern to so I can have an easy way to make t-shirts. So this is the one I made last year. It's with, I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's polyester. And this year I decided to make another one. This one is more brick red color, and I changed the color. This one is deeper, and the other one is more like a crew neck, I would say. So I made this one last week, and it's not too long. It's just going up to my hips. Hope you can see that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put my chair away. So this is the t-shirt I made last week. Here we go. And after that I decided to make a skirt. I had the fabric for this came from Core Fabrics in Montreal. I put all the links to the patterns and to the fabric in the description box below for you to see. So this is the first one I made this month. Then I decided to make a skirt. The skirt is made with Saturday Skirt by Friday Pattern Company. I don't have the picture of it because it was a PDF pattern, but here it was a long skirt on the pattern. I decided to cut it like you've seen before. I'm I'm a big fan of reusing my patterns a lot. So this is the Saturday skirt from the Saturday skirt set. It was a long one. I decided to, and it was made in cotton. I decided to make it in wool. It's wool from my stash. And yeah, I made for that I made the size large, and yeah, it's fabric from my stash I already had. And to go with this skirt, which has little speckles of blue in it, I decided to make another top. But this time I didn't use the same pattern as before. I used the Nico top pattern, which is a pattern from True Bias Company. And I made this 2 days ago. It's not finished yet. The bottom of the sleeves are not finished. I have to cut them a little bit and to finish them. And the same for the bodies. I have to shorten it a little bit, but this is a, I would say, a funnel, or because it's not fold over, so funnel neckline here, and it's just a plain t-shirt. So I used the Nico tub by True Bias. I did the size 12, and the fabric again is from Fabric Core. The only thing with this, it's made out of knit, and the fabric was a little less stretchy than I expected to. So it's my second time doing this pattern, and the first time I didn't have any issues, but it was sleeveless and it was a little bit shorter for the summer. But this time the fabric didn't behave as I thought, so I had to make an adjustment. I decided to enlarge it because it was too tight on me. So I decided to put a band on the side of the bodice and behind my arm, under my arm. So this gave me 1.5 inches on one side and 1.5 inches on the other side, and it fits really well now. So it's nice to know that sometimes you think you have almost the same fabric. Since it's a knit, it must be the same thing. So, but it wasn't. It's not stretchy enough to put to make the same pattern again. So I had to decide what to do with it. So, but now I'm very happy with it. The fit is very good. So this is my other t-shirt. And that brings us to the knitting part of the video. I worked on my Calliope not sweatshirt, but knit, sorry. And last time I showed you this, I was almost finished with this sleeve, which I finished now. Here it is. I finished it with the Italian bind off on the poignet, at the end of the sleeve. Yeah, and I'm almost finished with the second sleeve, so I'm about more than 3/4 done. Here it goes. And when I'm gonna block it, you block it a little bit wider here, so it goes just at the same width all the way down, so it makes for a larger sleeve. And then I'll have to finish the body. That's the only thing. I think I'm gonna need 3 or 4 more inches, and then I'm gonna be done with it. So it's going pretty well. I really enjoy it. I don't work as much on it as I would like, because knitting for me is not easy. It's been only a year since I knit, since I began knitting, so I'm working on this very slowly, but I really enjoy it. It's very beautiful. I love all those colors. So here are all my makes for this time. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. And I read all your comments down below, so I'm very happy to read you if you want to leave some comments. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye bye.